Hiya, and welcome to Journal. I know as much about this game as my brother knows about what I do, which is nothing. I just know that it exists. Oh shit, did stream die? Nah. Anyways, let's hop right in. What's our name? Default Lucas. Alright, obviously we have to go with the greatest name ever. The greatest name ever. I mean, obviously we have to go with the greatest name ever. I mean, this is clearly the best name possible. I mean, it obviously is. Just kidding, we're not going with that. Um, by, um, uh, okay, Drax, I am begging for your help here. I am begging for your help. Should we go with this or a different name? Can I turn off secret mode? I cannot turn off secret mode. Should we have secret mode enabled? I am so confused. What's wrong with this? With this mode, you will unlock some secret scenes that may or may not help you make a difficult choice ahead in the story. Oh, okay. So we're good. This game is divided by days. It is highly recommended to play the day on the normal mode first, then go back to play these scenes once you've finished. Also, if you just want to be called Lucas but do not want to activate the secret mode, just type it in. The mode will only activate if you press enter without any character written in the what's your name screen. Okay, we'll just leave it like that. That out of the way, are you sure you want to continue? Okay, I think we're good. I think we're good. I am so scared that like we will just be doing this and then a penis will pop out and I'll be like, ah shit, that's a penis. Are you completely sure you want to proceed? Now that you think about personally, I think you should finish the game on normal mode first, then once you have finished your preferred route, go back and see these scenes. Okay. Oh shit. Oh shit. Ah. Also, make sure to keep your save files well organized. Don't want you making the same choices in both modes, right? That describes me. Call the main character Jack. Wise choice. Now we're not going to do secret mode. What's our name? Jeff. Just kidding. We're just going to put Lucas. Don't let the warnings scare me. Too late, they already did. Day 1. August 24th. We're just going to do normal mode. Should we actually enable secret mode? You know, get more content. I am so confused right now. I am so confused. Like, you can explain it to me like 7 goddamn times. You know what? I don't give a shit. Let me be an irresponsible person. Okay, are you really, really sure? I don't give a shit. This game is still in early development. Enabling this will provoke you to question things you cannot know the answer to for a long time. Take my word. Just ignore the normal story first, okay? I am confused. I am very fucking confused. I am very confused. This is how we're spending the first 5 minutes of stream. Trying to figure out what the fuck to do. I am so lost. Just... I don't even know anymore. I don't even know anymore. Day 1, August 24th, where we're just going to do normal mode. We're just going to do normal mode. If I feel up to it, we will do secret mode. The sun shone through the clouded window, warming my numb face in this bleak morning. Oh, hey, it started differently than every single other visual novel. Along with it, there was a slight breeze that squeezed just strongly enough to make me realize that I've been looking at my empty cereal bowl for 5 minutes straight. Considering the amount of noise coming from outside, it didn't take a genius to realize that I was already late. I'm not a morning guy, not because waking up is difficult, but because of the overwhelming amount of chores I dramatically go over and over before I start the day. I sighed and decided to take the stick out of my ass before leaving the house. Ayo. Today has to be a good day after all. Secret mode give you hits and some scenes. Okay, now I want secret mode. Fuck. I'm not going back. I'm not going back. I am not going back. Mom, I'm leaving now. I'll be back in a couple of hours. Wait, Lucas. Let me give you. Hang on. I'm gonna give Mom a different voice. Just, Mom, I'm leaving now. I'll be back in a couple hours. Wait, Lucas. Let me give you a good luck kiss for today. I really have to get going, Ma. I'll love you and see you later.
Emotional damage.
I subconsciously stretched my arms, the weight of my backpack helping the motion. Welp, it's time to start the day. Now, in which direction was my new school? I looked at the map on my phone one last time to verify I'm following the path I obsessively memorized. I always get overstressed by the first day of class, so I wasn't too surprised to feel on edge until I knew everything about the school, from the location to its reputation. And well, I have to say, I'm weirdly confident. I clutched my backpack, took a deep breath, and started jogging down my neighborhood. Today's the first day of my senior year in high school. Now, logic would dictate that I'm excited about this final year, being so close to college, independence, and all that stereotypical stuff. But if I'm being honest with myself, I would rather do anything than go to school in the first week. The first week sucks. All we do are cringe introductions while the day progresses impossibly slowly. Also, since this is a different school, I don't have anyone to hang around with. So if it was agonizing before, this year it's going to be a treat. The thought of smelly teens and loud noises made me shiver subconsciously. And not to be a picky eater, but I saw some reviews online about how getting food poisoning wasn't that uncommon there. Aw, shit. Ever since last year, I picked up the habit of running in the mornings. Though I'd rather stay inside sleeping, especially at the crack of dawn, I thought it would be a good routine to start. Before life got too hectic around 2 or 3 years ago, I was on the track team. It was something I truly loved with every fiber of my being, and decided to give it a chance again. Hence, I'm now trying to jog in the morning, since doing it in the afternoon is a pain in the ass. It's also a really good way of preparing for class. It's a foolproof method to be completely awake for the first period. And so far, it's improved my mental health a ton. I usually don't get up this early, but today's a special occasion. I just like hitting the skip button. I like hitting control. Since today's the first day, it means that whatever seat we choose will be the one we'll have for the rest of the school year. And I have to make sure that window seat is mine. After some walking, I passed through a house I now recognize pretty well. I saluted the kind old lady who was smiling brightly at me. On summer break, she used to watch me pass by in the mornings each day. I was severely creeped out and a bit concerned with this lady's passage of time. But one day when I was slipping by, she motioned me to get near her. Hiya. I was pretty cautious at first. I thought she would be an evil grandma that was going to ask me to run more quietly or something. Instead, I met this extremely kind old lady who offered me a cup of tea and a good conversation.
Our boy first day of school.
It was pretty weird. I thought she had me confused for someone else, but she just wanted to talk with someone. She's a widow to an ex-Marine who also used to run in the morning, so she wanted to talk to me about it. She also told me that it took her a bit of time to summon the courage to ask for my attention. And that completely won me over. Even though I never met my grandparents, I had this weird idea about how old people were evil. But she is one of the sweetest persons I know, and even though we have a gigantic age gap, I would like to think of us as friends. Actually, I think she's my only friend now that I think about it. Well, that's a bit depressing to think about. Regardless, the lady, whose name is Margaret, instantly recognized me and smiled widely as I passed through the street. I told her today was my first day of school last time we met, so that's probably why she is watching through the window on the other side of her house, where I don't think I've seen her. She is just so pure and nice. I should be just 10 minutes away now. Good. For some reason, Mom decided to enroll me in this school before last year even ended. I heard it had some pretty nice extracurricular activities. They are known for having clubs about almost everything. I mean, I probably won't be joining any, but it does speak well for the school to be so inclined to non-academic stuff. Well, it could just be wrong in the end. Who knows? The only thing I hope is that this year goes as fast as possible. Oh, also to blend in, I want to go as unnoticed as possible, which I think won't be a problem. Everyone already knows each other this far into high school, so the social groups are most likely closed. There are two parts of me, the one that wants to talk to everyone and have friends, the half that I'm pridefully known for. Then the other part of me who just wants to be the loner in the window seat. Had someone in the past see me like this, would they believe it's me? Is this me? What the fuck, asshole? Do you drive with your eyes closed? The traffic light was on green, you stupid bitch. They continued to squabble until they were out of my ear range. I should pick up the pace if I want to secure the window spot. My light jog transformed into a stronger one. To anyone not familiar with athleticism, it would look like this is a full-on run. But this ain't my whole power. This is only 10%. For a brief moment, I considered going as fast as I could, but disregarded the idea as fast as it came. If I were to run, I would probably be stinky when I arrive. I mean, I did bring a deodorant for emergencies, but it would be a bit gross to sit around with dried sweat for 8 hours. 8 hours. God have mercy! My mind was blank for the rest of the road, focusing on my breathing. St. Paul's Regional High School. So, this is my new school now. I muttered to myself, the enormous building in front of me standing proud in the chilly morning. I heard the groans of some students as they stood beside me, wishing to have another fate. I even heard one of them say, "Fuck me, bareback, and call me Tiffany." That is my new favorite line. That is my favorite. That is probably my favorite line ever. Just fuck me, bareback, and call me Tiffany. That is an amazing line. That is an amazing line. Like, to the developer, Alice Dream, if you're watching this, yeah, if you're watching this, that is an amazing line. Hiya. I just want to say, that is an amazing line. That is one of my most favorite lines. Whatever the hell that means. I don't want to be here. I've always hated specifically the first day. I just end up making a mess of an introduction in the end. And when you stare at the disinterest of the students when you introduce yourself, you realize that you are just at the beginning of an extremely boring road called school, where things really are rock bottom. At least you can only go up from there. Theoretically. God, I can already imagine myself. Hello, my name is Lucas and I like video games. I gotta give him the voice. Hello, my name is Lucas and I like video games. Mortifyingly enough, I practiced my introduction beforehand so I don't end up making a fool out of myself. Oh, no, here's the thing. I got stressed the fuck out earlier. about, you know, the name. The name stressed me the fuck out. We spent 5 minutes just going through that whole thing. We're on normal mode. We're on normal mode. Yeah, let's see the boy. Okay. Hang on, there we go. Ah, god damn it, chat box. There's our boy. Look at him go. Don't be mad. I think he has social anxiety. Mortifyingly enough... Yeah, I already read that. Who would have thought that the mirror can be a good ally? Did he get doxxed? It was hard to code that. Oh no. I think he's a yes. I felt really lame doing that. But it's better to embarrass myself when nobody else can see me instead of a room full of judgy teens. Also, nobody will ever know, so that's a plus. If I'm not misremembering, this school is also known for having really good teachers, so maybe the classes won't be as agonizing. I'm not gonna get my expectations high, though. After all, regardless of ratings and reviews, it's still a high school. I clutched my backpack and started walking towards the entrance. Luckily, I was walking in the same horde as some other random students, so to avoid, well, being me, I decided to focus on their conversation. Oh no. There were 3 girls talking, all of whom had pretty questionable clothes for school, but the hell, even I had to admit that they looked good in them. But aren't they freezing? It's chilly outside, and they are practically naked. I'm so glad I don't have any reputation to maintain with appearances and stuff. That sounds like a pain in the ass. I continued to follow them deeper into the school, just watching them complain about stupid stuff. It was quite entertaining, actually. One of the girls looked back to the entrance of the school and saw me staring at them from 2 feet behind. But instead of making a scene or something, she just smiled awkwardly and proceeded to ignore me. Thank you, kind stranger! So, as I was saying, Gina Holland said Carolyn told Jay, I'll only have sex with you if you beat me at pool. And then she lost at pool. Deliberately. That is so awesome. Brooke! I mean, slutty. Apparently, the one who had smiled at me was called Brooke, who got flustered from being yelled at. Sure you do. And you're still a size 0 after summer break, let me guess. You bet I am. Instead of making a scene like I would expect from a popular high school girl, she patted her flat stomach and took the joke lightly. I decided to walk a little slower so they could get ahead of me. I should mind my own business. I was lucky that the girl from the middle didn't notice me. She sounds like someone who would have over-exaggerated and made a scene. And I don't really want to lose any more time. As I started walking into the school deeper and deeper, I realized that I was so focused on their conversation that I had tuned out all the really loud sounds everyone else was making. The contrast from one moment to another was unexpected, and it threw me a bit off guard. It wasn't unbearable, but still a bit baffling. The school was packed with people from a variety of different races, the majority of which were canines or felines. Anyhow, every single social group were hanging out with their respective friends, being loud and talking about their interests far away from the rest of the students. The division was comically noticeable. From looking for far less than a minute, I could see the nerds, the geeks, the emos, and what I would assume to be the jocks and or the popular kids. Huh, I wonder what social group I belonged to in my last high school, since I don't really see myself fitting any label. I was never the most popular guy around, but everyone seemed to know who I was from a packed crowd. I was always nice with everyone and could hold good conversations with all of them, even making them enjoy my company in the process. But at the end of the day, I always stayed with the same 2 people. I don't have a single memory where I'm not hanging around them. Even back to when I was a toddler, they were always there, being the people I grew to love. But now that they are gone, I need to start working on my social skills. I actually was really good with people before last year, but ever since that happened, I kind of just got isolated from everyone. And I think my social grace suffered the most out of this situation. Now I just feel awkward with new people and can't hold a conversation at all. I also feel more judgy than before. I was pretty miserable during that time, I can't lie and say I just suffered. It wasn't an easy situation, but some people have had it worse. And after it all ended, I think I ended up becoming a better friend, a better son, and a better brother. The twins can verify that last one. Focus on the here and now, Lucas. New school year, right. I analyzed the crowded hall. It's still quite early, there are no classes for around an hour, so why are there so many people here? Well, I'm not going to ask, so I'll just assume people got lonely during summer vacation and were excited to see their friends again. As I walked deeper into the halls, the smell started to get stronger and stronger until I started to feel the stench of teen hormones combined with moisture. The scent impregnated the air rather strongly now that I'm a bit far from the entrance. I looked around analyzing the people near me and realized that most of these guys had some sort of sports uniform. Oh, that's probably why there are so many people. You must have a sports team that practices before class. There was a time my brother had to wake up at 4:30 a.m. because of football practice at our last school. He hated it. He was never a morning person. Since today's the first day, there must be tryouts for a team or something like that. Well, regardless if they are from a sports team or not, people need to leave their excuses and shower. Out of respect for the other people, at least. With the end of my rant, I decided I had wandered around long enough and it was now time to get to my classroom. I reached out to the folded piece of paper that was resting in my pocket. After unfolding it, I found my information there along with my schedule. Lucas Noir, September 7th, 20XX, senior year, class 4A, locker 414, no clubs registered. Okay, so class 4A, I'm currently standing at the bottom floor in the far end of the corridor, to be specific. Where I'm pretty sure those guys are getting high at. I shouldn't have let Mom change me from my old school. I wasn't the best, but people weren't getting high at a corner. Okay, so, theta story time. When I was in middle school, this was my 8th grade year in middle school. There was, like, you know, okay, so, anyone who goes to American schools, you know this, there are a metric fuck ton of fire drills. Like, you could randomly have a fire drill. Well, in this one case, my middle school actually did have a fire. And it's because someone set fire to a trash can in one of the boys' bathrooms. Someone had set fire to a trash can in the boys' bathroom. Same school system, now high school. We're all gay here, but no, actually, not all of us are gay, I don't think. Okay, so my senior year of high school, keep in mind, my senior year and, like, the second half of my junior year is when COVID happened. My senior year of high school, I was doing my own thing. Someone comes up to me and is like, yo, did you hear one of the freshmen? I'm like, what the fuck did one of the freshmen do? And this guy, he's a new kid. He was a new kid at the time. He goes, yo, this one freshman, he brought a loaded gun into school. And I'm just like, yo, what the fuck? Why? And he's like, to sell for a vape. And I'm just like, oh, why? Why the fuck would you bring a gun to school to sell for a vape? No, he whole ass brought a loaded gun into school to sell for a vape. He obviously got expelled, which, good. You don't fucking do that. There's no validity to this, because it's just a rumor. It was just a rumor that someone told me, and I'm just like, oh, okay. But I swear to God, It's fucking insane. Thank God I'm out of that school. It was awful. But no, it wasn't the best, but people weren't getting high at a corner. Well, that's out of my hands, so I'll ignore it like the big boy I am. I peeked my head to the classroom in front of me, who had a professor taking his stuff out of his bag, probably preparing for the first day. I looked at the tag in front of the door, which said 1C. Heh, that must be the classroom for the first years. I'm so glad I'm past that age. I was such a hormonal mess when I was 14. I was lucky my friends were worse than me, so people always focused on them for being rats, and they forgot about little old me. The good times. Anyways, I'm guessing the first floor is for all the first years. I quickly jogged to the adjacent room to check. 1D. So if the first floor is for first years, then my classroom must be on the 4th floor, right? No time to waste then. I started walking up the stairs as soon as I found them. Oh, I'd fucking die. As I went up the steps, I saw less and less people hanging around in the halls of their respective floors. I would fucking die. I guess only first years get excited for school. Or it could be that everyone's just hanging around at the entrance, which coincidentally is on the 1st floor. Yet again, I'm not going to bother to ask for such triviality. God, could you imagine if my classroom only had around 15 people? It would be nice to have a smaller class for a change. On the negative side, if there were less people, then blending in would be a bit harder. But not impossible. Welp, as long as I get my window seat, then there can be either 3 or 50 people. It's just so nice to stare into the sky while listening to a lecture. It's a surprisingly good way of studying, too. I remember how my old teachers would get surprised when I got high notes on the exams and quizzes. I'm proud of being a fast learner, but what also helped me was that I had to tutor my brother, who was kind of an idiot when it came to academics. Hiya. Well, an idiot overall. He flicked me off so many times because of it. He was super annoyed to see that I did well and he didn't, while putting the same amount of effort. He was street smart, though. He was extremely perceptive with people, from body language to talking. Oh god. Oh god. Alas, Mr. Developer, is Lucas an airhead? Like, he's smart academically, but is he an idiot on the streets? Oh god. That's probably why so many people feared him. I suppose it would be creepy to see a tall guy just staring at you. Judgingly. His choice of clothing didn't make him the most approachable either. He always had his signature leather jacket and ripped jeans with him. Oh, okay. So he's just an overthinker. He liked feeling like a bad boy, but he was really more like a huge loser trying to be cool. Oh. Oh, okay. When I told him that, he yet again told me to fuck off. While laughing, of course. The 4th floor has almost no one here. Nice. So, now I just have to find my class. Oh! Just as I was about to turn to my left, a strong body collided against me. We both fell to the ground, earning snickers and surprised looks by the 5 students hanging near their lockers. Ah! I could feel my face getting hotter as a result. Here comes the boy. Hello. Welcome. In front of me, laying on the ground, was the guy who also fell due to the impact. I stood up quickly, grimacing a little at the pain in my butt, but extended a hand to help him nonetheless. Hey, are you okay? I think you fell even harder than I did. The canine looked at my hand with surprise, but smiled nevertheless as he took it with a strong grip. For a second there, I thought you were going to tell an "I think you fell for me" joke.
Oh no, he's hot!
Bye. He maintained his bright smile.
Oh no, he's hot!
You know, I'm fine, by the way. A
Emotional
simple accident like
damage.
this is not enough to take me down. He answered loudly, his voice so thunderous that I actually cowered a bit at it. Oh, I probably would have made the joke had it not been this early. I'm not exactly awake, if I'm being honest. I tried to mirror his smile, attempting to be friendly. Thankfully, he seemed to notice my attempt. I'm Lucas. A pleasure. Derek, likewise. Anyways, I'm sorry for bumping into you. I really wasn't looking. I saw him discreetly rubbing the side of his butt. Don't worry about it. It's going to take more than that to damage this guy. He pointed to himself with his thumb, showing me a big smile in the process. Are you sure? You're still rubbing your ass. He cocked an eyebrow in a playful manner. Oh, I just like touching my body. I'm just rubbing my butt as a coincidence. He winked at me while flexing. He was understandably proud of himself, having a lot of muscle in his upper body. Oh god, he is acting just like some of the people that I went to high school with.
Oh no, he's hot!
He caught me staring at his arms, then purposefully pressed them against his chest so they looked bigger. Yeah, check this out. He dropped down to the floor and started doing push-ups. Oh god. Oh god damn it. Ha, what a guy. You do have a lot of muscle. You must be a success with the ladies then. Ha 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 ha. That shut him up.
It's time to drink water. It's time to drink
Yeah.
water.
Yeah. Here,
It's time to drink water.
Here's what he looks like. No, not wrong.
time to
Wrong
drink
capture.
water.
Wrong capture. Game capture. There we go. Gonna have Theta go bye for a second. Who the hell says that? You practice conversation starters, Lucas. Improvising isn't your thing. Stick to the original plan. Well, it'll be a waste of time to not use his body, you know? Shit! Now he's gonna talk to me about his sex life. But I didn't get ripped because I wanted to get laid. I did it because I wanted to join another sports team this year. So I wasted no time getting ahead of everyone. Oh!
Oh, mama.
A sports team. That sounds cool. There's what he looks like. Ah, he's cute. Purple. It is! Last year I was on the football team, and my sophomore year I was on the dodgeball team, and freshman year I was on the soccer team. Now I want to be the best at everything. I want all the universities in the world to see my talent. He posed like I've seen heroes do in comics after they've won a battle. I wish I had that self-confidence just randomly telling the story of my life to a stranger. While he kept doing his poses, I couldn't help but stare at this peculiar canine. He was, as he stated before, really buff. He was also on the taller side of the spectrum, having around 3 inches on me. And I'm not small, I'm around 5'9". Hey! Lucas. No, not Lucas. Hey. Derek. How about you donate some height to the rest of us? I am literally an inch shorter than the main character. My legal ID says that I am 5'8". I am short. Actually, I think that might be average height in the United States. I don't fucking know what average height is. 5'9". His whole vibe and persona shouted jock, but he was more down to earth compared to what the stereotype suggested. His eagerness caught me a bit off guard though, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but it's kind of difficult to follow his pace. Or maybe I'm just too tired and feel like everything's going too fast. Yeah, that's probably it. Oh shit. I shouldn't just put a label on a guy after the first 5 minutes of meeting him. That's shallow. Yay, I got a W, yay. I cleared my throat to prepare my voice. This is my chance to socialize like a normal person again. Be normal, Lucas. I'm sure you'll get in. You sound determined and look more than fit enough to get in. I felt my smile tremble, probably looking fake. Thankfully, he didn't seem to notice. Or care. I know, right? God, I'm so pumped up, man. Also, a scholarship wouldn't A sound that resembled a phone notification came out from his left pocket. "Oh, sorry, just a sec." He took a minute to read that, then he peeled his eyes and slowly got away from me. "Oh, shit! Sorry, dude, I gotta get going. I forgot someone was waiting for me. Little bro's in his first year and is scared to leave the bathroom. He has volleyball tryouts to see." He inflated his chest proudly. "You got any brothers?" "Yeah, the twins are 8, a boy and a girl." "Heh, nice. Gotta run, see you later." He started jogging down the stairs. "Wait, Derek! Before you go, do you know where the classroom 4A is? It's on this floor, right?" "Oh, you're in the same class as me. And it's the very last classroom in that way." He pointed to my right. "Thank you!" "No problema, dude. See you later." He started jumping down the stairs 2 at a time as I started walking toward my class. He seemed cool or a bit too much for me. See, I prefer calm people. For the simple fact that I'm batshit insane. I am batshit insane. Like, if you know me in real life, then you know I am batshit insane. Like, there's like a scar on my right leg. There's a... Okay. Okay. Hey, it's a little heart. He seemed nice. Just a tad energetic, and what is going on with Chatbox? And physical. I readjusted my backpack, which had loosened up thanks to Derek's shuffling, then started looking for my locker. Hang on, let me... Oh, yeah. The air on the hallway felt really nice. It was a bit stronger from the bottom floor, but not hard enough to be uncomfortable. Locker 414, here we are. The locker's spacious, and I don't really use a lot of notebooks, so I have some free space. I really only use notebooks for science and one for math. Maybe I should bring an extra pair of clothes or something like that. It may be useful. After putting my things in and setting the passcode, I went to my classroom, which was exactly in front of my locker. Nice. I extended a hand and grabbed the handle of the door. I tried to open it, but it felt as if it was locked. Is this one of the doors where I have to turn it towards you? I tried that, but it still didn't budge. Maybe someone locked the door from the inside? I looked through the hallway window. Out of the 3 people, they're only one that saw me. Is that Toriel? Is that Toriel from Undertale? Hi, Goat Mom. Hi, Goat Mother. I'm probably wrong. I am probably wrong. It was an average girl with light-colored clothes.
Oh no, Toriel.
Oh, okay. I don't even know. It was an average girl with light-colored clothes. Yeah, sorry about that. I started to make gestures so she understood that I couldn't open the door. She seemed to understand quickly and got up to my aid. You have to pull, then push. When you push, be sure to do it quickly or it won't budge. She looked at the top of my chest, which was her eye level. Then her gaze slowly lifted until her eyes met mine, making some intense eye contact. She blushed quite hard after she saw my face, and I just kind of stared past her head to my eye level, pretending to ignore her gawk. I cleared my throat. Thank you! I was kind of struggling. The girl just kept staring at me while blushing. You feeling okay? Yes! Oh, she's a love interest. She shouted, making me cower a little bit. Sorry! You started to tremble lightly. Are you sure you're okay? I put my hand on her shoulder and smiled lightly. Maybe she is also bad with new people. She just blushed harder and started sweating. Do you need me to take you to the infirmary? Oh, well, it's really nice. Not gonna lie, this is actually better than anything that I could do. Do you need me to take you to the infirmary? I could finally feel her eyes off of me, and she looked at the floor while she hugged herself. I'm perfect. Don't worry. No! Wait! I'm just fine! Her pupils dilated a bit as she resumed her staring. Don't judge, Lucas. Don't judge. Don't judge. I sighed and shook my head, forcing that unnerving feeling out of my body. I'm Lucas. A pleasure. Sorry, I'm not the best with new people. I'm Amy. A pleasure. She seemed more collected, but she was still trembling a bit. I know the feeling of not being able to communicate with new people very well, so I couldn't help but empathize with her a bit. And I'm not feeling sick, I just always perspire this much. Don't worry about it. She smiled excitedly to mask her awkwardness. It's okay, I'm not a social butterfly either, I get it. I get it. Oh wait, the classroom. Is my seat taken? I looked past the girl to get a look at the window seat. It was still unoccupied. On the seat in front of the one I wanted was a black wolf looking out of the window with a frown on his face. Oh?
Oh no, he's hot!
Oh,
Oh no, he's hot!
He had pretty broad shoulders and a face that did everything but invite you to approach. That's good! I'm gonna be able to hide behind him and the teacher won't even see me from his desk. Nice! I quickly went to drop my backpack there. Aw, Amy, look at you! You are completely ignored by the new guy. He probably also thinks you are a disgrace. Chatbox, you can't say jack shit.
Be careful, the wolf has red flags.
Well, similar to how I guess I think a bunch of people are with Leo Alvarez, it's a good thing that I like the color red. I mean, just look at you. You're completely soaked. That's really gross, you know. Hey, new guy. Does this remind you of a traumatized child? What the fuck? Oh, okay. Surprisingly, her trembling stopped as soon as she heard that cat's sentence. Her expression immediately
The
switched to
car gave you
annoyance.
emotional damage.
I used to be a Leo stan. I'm not anymore. He's toxic as hell. He is toxic as hell. To annoyance. The cat had a playful look on his face, reminding me of the look that I've seen children do when they are misbehaving. Shut up, asswipe. I was. Oh god! Oh god!
Emotional damage!
His fucking name! I would say make me, but I don't want to get touched by you and your wetness. It's the closest you'll ever get to touching a woman either way.
Emotional
Who would want to touch
damage!
a woman if they were like you? I sat down on my seat and looked outside the window, gazing at the beautiful scenery that the clouds were displaying for me. Ignoring the fighting I now heard as background noise. Well, they weren't really fighting, more like annoyingly bickering. I looked back to check, and the cat just kept a smug grin as he kept insulting her as she switched from annoyed to embarrassed and back and forth. And I just sat there, looking at the sky while pretending not to hear them. And after a bit of their bickering, they started talking like normal people. Do you think he thinks I'm weird? She asked him discreetly, but I could still see her expression thanks to the reflection from the window. She was trying to look subtly at me, failing quite miserably at the subtlety part. Please shut up! I can't even hear myself losing the will to live. God damn it. This game. I felt that on a molecular level. Like, not on a personal level, not on a cellular, no, a molecular level. Just please shut up. I can't even hear myself losing the will to live. Aw, come on, Nico, aren't we friends? We've talked twice, including this time. Then that was not an invitation to increase the number, by the way. Alright, I'll leave. Jeez. She got up offended and decided to sit in the middle of the back row, 2 seats away from me. I could tell she wanted to start a conversation with me again. I could hear her small whispers practicing conversation starters. Oh no! But before she could make a move, the cat, who's apparently named Nico, shot up from his front seat and with a villain grin on his face approached me. Please don't attack me! Hello there! I'm Nico! What's your name, kid? He extended his hand and I shook it lightly. He had soft fur, resulting in a pleasant feeling brushing his hand against mine. I'm Lucas. A pleasure. I offered a weak, awkward smile. Well, Lucas, I just came here to tell you that you look like a complete nerd. Even though it's supposed to be a derogatory statement, his smile and tone made me doubt that. Thank you? He stared at me for a couple of seconds, his intense gaze piercing deep into my soul. Everyone here's so weird. Nah, not even a nerd. You just look sad. Oh. Okay. He chuckled. Okay, we're actually going to leave off here tonight. For the simple fact that I gotta prepare for an extra stream. And, I also gotta take care of personal shit, like, right away. So, yeah. If you want to stick around and see that extra stream, then go ahead and do that. It will be in a couple minutes. It'll be in like 10 minutes or so. If not, then stay safe, have a good night, and I will see you all tomorrow.